Excellent.
Hey guys, it's Dr. Denney over at Paws at Fulshear Veterinary Clinic. Maddie and I are going to be talking a little bit about dog hygiene and bathing and kind of all things that you might have some questions on. So we're going to go ahead and get started.
Dr. Denney, what is a good hygiene regimen for a dog?
So bathing dogs and nail trims and grooming is all really important. Typically you don't want to bathe too much because you can't dry out their skin. Ideally no more than once a week if you can help it, and on some medicated regimens, if your veterinarian tells you, sometimes it can be even twice a week, like every 4 days. As far as nail trims go, every dog's a little bit different. My dog has to have her nails done about every 2 weeks because they grow super fast. My husband's hunting dogs that are Boykin Spaniels, we only need to do them about every couple months. So it really is dog dependent. So you just have to make sure that when their nail, like you're paying attention to the size and the shape of their nail and how long they are. And if they're growing to the point where they're pushing off the ground and changing how their feet hit the ground, that's when you definitely need to come in and get a nail trim.
How does keeping my dog clean contribute to good health?
So just like in humans, cleanliness is next to godliness, haha, joke. But no, but for serious, it's better to be clean. They're less likely to get infections or have exposures the cleaner they are. So if your dog's rolling around in the mud and coming into the house and then licking all the mud off, you know, they have the potential for ingesting like parasites or bugs or bacteria, things that can really upset the GI tract. So keeping your dog clean and not matted is really important. Mats can cause a lot of pain. It's kind of like right now, my ponytail's up pretty high and my head's a little bit sore. That's actually how dogs feel when they have mats and cats. It pulls, and so when I take my hair down tonight, my head's gonna be a little bit sore. Imagine if you have a dog or a cat who's matted, that's how they feel all the time.
Is brushing my dog's teeth important to overall health?
It's a really great question. I'm not very good at this one. My dog does not like to have her teeth brushed. So the recommendations from veterinary dentists is to brush your dog's teeth twice a day, much like humans. That keeps the tartar from building up. Tartar over time, if it's left alone, calcifies, and then they have to actually have a dental procedure where we scale the teeth down and get rid of the calcified tartar. You know, as far as what you can use to brush the teeth is you can get a gentle toothbrush, like a little finger toothbrush, or on Amazon, and you can use actual canine toothpaste. You don't want to use humans as it is toxic, so it has to be dog or feline. There are some that are flavored. And as a puppy, you can get them used to this, and over time, it will really cut down on the needs of the dentals and dental costs for your pet.
How do I find the right bathing products for my dog?
So there's a lot of things on the market. You know, generally if it says dog shampoo, you're probably gonna be just fine. My favorite over-the-counter is probably Burt's Bees Colloidal Oatmeal. It's really moisturizing for your dog's skin. So I like oatmeal shampoos and cream rinses for our dogs.
Why is it important to clean my dog's bed, bowls, collar, leash, and toys regularly?
So it's important to go ahead and make sure that the things that your dog is surrounded with are clean, just because over time, dead skin cells, if your dog has a skin infection, like cleaning the bedding, just to make sure that it doesn't perpetuate itself. Cleaning your dog bowl can be pretty important, especially if you do wet dog food. It's kind of like if you were to leave meat out overnight on the counter, like are you going to eat that meat the next morning? No, probably not, because it's going to grow bacteria, viruses, a breeding ground of nasty. So keeping all these things clean will in turn make sure that your dog stays healthier.
What are some signs and symptoms of poor hygiene in my dog?
So matting, smell. So if your dog smells, like, and not the cute little, oh, my dog's feet smell like Fritos. I'm talking like, oh, I don't want to smell this, you know, and we can have halitosis if the teeth are really bad. But, you know, your dog's odor should not like offend your senses. So like that's one thing you can, like, hey, if my dog stinks really bad, then I probably need to give it a bath or take it to the groomer. What was that? The rest of the question was?
Signs of poor hygiene.
Poor hygiene. So dental disease, overgrown nails, hair matting, fleas, dirt, crusting, flaking skin, heavy dander, heavy shedding. Those are probably our top contenders.
How can my veterinarian help me with dog hygiene issues?
So we can help you with if there's skin infections, we can do medicated shampoos. We can also teach you how to trim your dog's nails. Like that's something that my nurses and myself, we do on a regular basis. We do a ton of nail trims a day. Taking care of anal glands. So if your dog is scooting, that usually or looking back at their rear ends can be a sign that their anal glands are kind of enlarged and need to be expressed. So for those kind of things, like we can definitely help, and we can teach you how to do some of these things as well. So thanks so much for joining us today, and stay tuned for more videos.